What's up, my lovelies? Welcome to my channel, and this is going to be our first ever video, and it's going to be a cooking vlog. We're going to be having some bow tie pasta and mince, and yeah, so we're going to be doing the pasta from scratch. So please say bye to regular store pasta and say hello to some fresh homemade pasta. You're welcome. Let me calm my nerves because yeah. So to do that, I'm gonna be having some Devonville Hills, some pinotage. Yeah, it should go well with our meal today. So let me get my nerves down. Let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna be doing is the pasta, of course. We're gonna need some flour. You're gonna need some eggs, and you're gonna need a pinch of salt. So this is what we're going to do. We're gonna first make sure the surface is clean, okay? You're gonna do this, and then we're gonna need to make a well in here, right? Okay, so what you need to do then, you're gonna have 2 eggs. You don't have, do not like beat the eggs aside. You don't really have to. You're gonna beat them inside the well. So just drop those inside the well, and you're just gonna start mixing inside. So just be gentle, okay? Be steady and very gentle. Alternatively, you can use the yolks instead of using the whites included, but I prefer it this way, okay? Okay, so now I'm just gonna add a pinch of salt. Okay, make sure it's in the middle, don't be like me. I'm nervous. And then while you just mixing inside, just kind of make sure the flour is just getting in, you know? Bit by bit, okay? I'll put these away because yeah. Okay. So you're gonna beat this until the whole entire flour is inside this whole mixture, okay? Be patient with yourself. There's no need to rush. And especially when you're doing this for the first time, just be patient. Don't rush it. Remember, you're just saving another, I don't know, how much is pasta now? I really don't know. It's been a while since I've bought some store-bought pasta because now that I know how to make myself pasta, I'm just like, no, I'm not doing that to myself, not with this economy. Okay. Alright, we're getting somewhere. Okay, so once you see that most parts of it are actually getting the egg mixture, you can break down this wall and just put everything inside. It's perfect when you have, you know, those things, I don't know what they call it, kinda, that thing where you can just scrape and yeah, I forgot the name of that. It's perfect when you have that because then from here, we're gonna get messy, okay? From here, it's getting mercy. Okay, this is my favorite part. Let's get down with it. And with homemade pasta, so if you ever feel your dough is runny, just add more flour, a little bit of flour, and then if you feel like your dough is just, you know, slightly hard, just add a little bit of water. So you're just gonna knead it until it's a solid dough. You're gonna continue kneading until your dough looks something like this. I had to wash my hands off as well because I really hate it when I have a lot of flour on my hands, so this just did not just magically disappear. But just keep kneading your dough honestly, be patient with yourself. Like, just be patient. You're gonna get there, okay? And I have faith in you. Just keep kneading it out. I think just knead your dough because we don't have that machine, the pasta machine. I usually knead my dough for about 10 to 12 minutes. And yeah, until I am very satisfied with the shape or the texture rather of my dough. So let's keep doing that. Be patient with yourself. Don't worry. Just be patient. So this is how our dough is looking like. We're just gonna punch that, and yeah, if it bounces back, that means it is ready. So we're just gonna put that away for like 30 minutes and just cover it. Okay, so I'm gonna put that away. So once that's done, we're gonna rest it, let it rest for like 30 minutes. While that is resting, that's our time to just prep our mince. So I'm gonna just clean up the surface and then we can start over and cook our mince. So now we're going to, we're supposed to have grated tomato. Honestly, when it comes to cooking, there's certain things that are just not for me. Chopping and grating, I don't want to see myself there. Do all of those and I'm happy to be in the kitchen. So I recently found a trick that if I don't want to chop anything, I can just blend it. I mean, what's fun? Then take it how to chop. So how can you blend that? What difference does it make? So I'm going to use some peppers. These are sweet peppers. So these are sweet polymer peppers. I'm going to use some sweet peppers. I don't know how much I want to use. I know I don't want to use a lot, so let's just cut it here. Okay, this pepper is huge, okay? Let me put it aside. Okay. So what I just do is just like, you know, I just cut it, but I don't cut it. You know, I can chop and hey son, son, calm me out. It's okay. If I can use the easier way out, I will. Best believe. I'm going to use just a bit of this one. So the orange one is a little bit sweeter than the red one for me. So, clean. Okay. And then I want to be nice and just, you know, and not be too lazy. I want, yeah, let me cut them in the middle and not be too lazy, because lazy me would just put them all in just like that. Because I mean, people cut say guys, trust me, trust the process, just trust the process. So now all we need to do is grate these or peel them. We're just gonna blend them. Okay, because there's no water, it's gonna be so hard. I'm sorry for the noise, guys. I don't want them to be too chopped. I think I can work with this. Okay. Yeah, I think this is perfect. What do you guys think? Should I have grated them? Never. So we're gonna be using regular mince. Please do not mind my bestie beside me here. We're gonna use regular mince. So I don't know how many teaspoons are these, you know? You know, my problem is, okay, well, this is not a problem. Like, I'm a very good cook, okay? Well, that is not a problem, it's quite a fact. But I'm not trying to be cocky. But like, I don't like measuring? I think that is a problem, because then you guys are gonna ask me how many spoons, how many, like, just pour cooking oil and you see that it's fine. You know, like, I don't know. I really don't know, guys. Please. Like, akiti. Yes, guys. Also, did I mention that I'm very clumsy? So, okay, fun fact about me. I'm very clumsy, and when I cook, I don't use measurements. I don't follow recipes. This is why I was just like, you know what? Put as many... Okay, no, let me start talking. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah. Okay, my mince is almost cooking. I just want to let it fry. Okay. I think when you use lean mince has a lot of fat, so you'd rather not add in a lot of oil because it has a lot. Am I? No, I'm lying. Right now, I'm cooking your. I think regular mince has a lot of fat, but I don't see fat there. No, lean should have a lot of meat, right? No. Hey, I can say. You can see what's it. Like right now, I was just trying to cook y'all. I was trying to lie to you guys. So in here, I have smoked paprika. I have mushroom spice. I have black pepper corns. I have a pinch of salt, and I have mushroom spice. So I've mixed all of these spices together, and I'm just gonna pour everything in here. So this is just, so here I measured, okay, because I was like, because I measured, just know I measured here, yeah, for once, okay. This is like a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of each, except the paprika. I've also added on the curry raja, the hot one. I've only added a spoon of it, like a tablespoon of it. Right now, it's looking beautiful. Beautiful. Just like me. Look at it. Okay, let's just keep toasting it just so these spices can also toast. So that we can have some nice flavor, okay? I'm going to add in our blended veggies, and we're also going to add in some garlic. Just, you know, not a lot, but just a bit. Yeah. Sharing is caring. I'm gonna close this for 2 minutes. Once this is done, I'm gonna just add in some baby spinach, and I'm just gonna, before I actually add some baby spinach, I'm gonna add a little bit of honey. This is actually optional. I'm gonna add in some Dijon mustard. It just elevates flavor of food, honestly. Just add in a little bit because Dijon mustard is also strong. I'm just gonna add a little bit of that. And then we're gonna also add in some raw honey. My honey is like this because it's 100% pure honey. I remember I was so worried about it. I almost threw it away, guys, thinking it expired. But I'm like, the expiry date says next year. Why is it like this? Until I did a research that raw honey does this. So it's normal for it. It's actually more, if anything, it's just proof that raw honey is really raw honey. But anyway, let's stir this. Okay, we're gonna mix this up. But honey or sugar in food balances the acidity of the spices, so it just makes everything harmonic. So yeah, you can just try and invent that. You don't have to put a lot, even if it's just a tablespoon of sugar, or even if it's a teaspoon of sugar, but just try and implement that. Or a teaspoon of honey, or not 2 teaspoons a lot. A teaspoon of honey, because honey is actually more sweeter. Okay, anyway, let's add in some spinach. The reason I add some baby spinach in my mince, I really just want to give my dish color, especially because of the type of pasta that we are creating today. I just wanted to have some bit of color. So I find this very colorful in pastas, and it just stands out. So yeah, let's do that. By now we all know what spinach does, so we put more. I have a feeling that I want to put more, or is it too much? Okay. Let it cook, and let's get back to our pasta. Back here, so our mince is cooking. I'm sure it's actually fine. Yeah, it's perfect now. I'm just gonna turn it off because I was just letting it simmer. And then now we are back to our pasta, and I'm sure you're wondering why we have a little friend over here. Oddly enough, take a wild guess. You're right, I don't have a rolling pin, so my friend here is gonna be my rolling pin, and that's on her. Okay, let's just, yeah. This is enough to cut in 2 instead of 4. I also have like a little bit of flour here because I just want to drizzle my surface with flour just so it doesn't stick. And yeah, I guess, you know what, next time anyone wants to buy me a gift, especially people that are close to me, now you guys know I need an apron and I need a rolling pin. You know, I feel like some things you shouldn't buy them yourself. I feel like some things, they should be bought for you. Yeah. I said so. Tell them I said so. Okay. Let's get messy. And we also need to have some flour on here. I could have used a bottle of wine, but I really find this bottle way more effective than any other bottle. So you're gonna try to lay out your pasta in a more rectangular way, and then you just go in and out. But if you have a machine, from here, so you're just gonna roll this in your pasta machine and until it's flat, and then you're just gonna cut it out to your desired shape. And keep turning it. So we're gonna do this and then knead it inside and then just roll it in until this is flat. You know, making pasta just needs patience, It needs you to have, your patience will be tested here. I'm telling you, it's gonna be tested. Just be patient with, go feel more young. Go feel. and you'll be so proud of yourself because you're just gonna be like, what? I made pasta from scratch. I can't believe it. The first time I made pasta, I fumbled it. But it was eatable. I fumbled it, not too bad though, but I just didn't like the shape of it because I wasn't patient, you know. And then, you know what, I went back to the drawing book, watched more videos, and I was like, you know what, I need to be more patient with myself. And the second time I did it, I was more patient. It took me so much time, but I was so happy with the results. I was just like, you know what? They don't lie when they say patience is virtue. They really don't lie because damn, the results, amazing. Okay. Hey. This is the first time I'm doing the bow tie shape. So I'm just so interested how it's gonna come out. I'm not scared, but I'm interested. You know, choice of words. Yes. Okay, like roll this out now. Also with bow tie pasta, you need to let it hold a while. So even when I'm done with this one, I'm not gonna cook it right away. I'm just gonna let it sit a bit just because I want the shape to not detach. But if you're doing any form of pasta, trust me, once you're done with this, you can go ahead and just cook how you cook your normal pasta. But yeah, let me just roll this out and yeah, and have it to my desired pasta shape. Thank you. I lost some footage while making the bow tie pasta with some mince, and I can't show you the end result. Well, I can show you the end result, just not how I want to show you guys because I had some even taste test. I had, you know, some amazing content to show you. But I can show you how my pasta turned out. It turned out so amazing. I was so excited with how it turned out. It held on to its shape, okay? So this is how the pasta looked like. Beautiful. You can see that shape. It's giving bow tie, okay? And also I tried to get some content while I was saying. So yeah, I have a snippet. Here's a snippet of how it looked with some mince on and how beautiful. I wanted to also show you guys how my mince looked, and yeah, but it's fine. This is how it looked with the mince and everything all together. I also added some Parmesan cheese in it, and it tasted delicious. It tasted so amazing. One thing about me, I can cook, okay? Overall, thank you guys. If you've gotten this far, I appreciate you so much. And thank you.